go. Okay, Brandon,
What's up?
I just that is my third beer
Uh-huh.
in about a little over 60 days.
Okay. How
And
do you
Brandon,
feel? Look at my hair. How do you
I
feel?
feel regular.
Okay.
Like people don't believe me, but beer does not have a hold on me.
Okay.
I like beer because I like
Yeah, I do
beer.
too. I do too. Let me ask you this. You think it's a difference between beer and liquor as far as having a hold on people?
No, both can have a hold on you.
Hmm.
Contain alcohol.
I got you.
One, this is a little. One is crack cocaine, and other
Is what?
no,
What?
crack cocaine versus cocaine. You
Okay.
know, one you go hit it go hit you hard. That's that liquor. Boom.
Right. Right.
That powder, it may hit the slump.
Right. And we've had some interesting nights on
Not
liquor.
on, not okay, yeah, not on any of them drugs you talking
No,
about.
yeah. No, definitely not on those kind of drugs. But yeah. How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing well, but man, I quit buying alcohol, and the not the Native Americans, the Middle Easters, they
Okay,
ain't
yeah.
called to check on me, Brandon.
Oh, that's what you said.
They
Okay,
did
go
not
ahead.
call and check on
No.
me.
Uh-uh.
They didn't
No.
see me in at least 9, 10, 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody called.
Nobody called. But when you saw them again, or when you swung by the gas station or the store, did they say anything? Oh yeah, we ain't seen you in a while. How you doing, man? You build a
No,
rapport with them like that or
no,
no?
up here is a liquor store. They can't sell liquor in gas stations up
Okay,
here, so you
okay.
got to go to their establishments. Kind of
Which
like
is
North
funny.
Carolina.
Yeah.
See, which is funny. You from North Carolina, Brandon? You
But
know
does
what
that
it
make sense?
is.
But does that make sense? I don't frequent with North Carolina stores like that. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, what
Okay,
the
why?
voters
Why?
wanted, that's what the voters get. So yes, it makes sense.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. Now, if the public say they didn't want that, and that was a have, no, it don't make sense.
Yeah.
So, but why didn't they call me, Brandon? I spent when I was doing good between $10 and $50 a week at that
Yeah.
store.
Yeah. You a loyal customer.
Lord customer.
Yeah. Yeah. They should have got your email and was emailing you stuff, coupons and stuff.
Well,
But that's not how
yeah,
they work. Yeah, they don't care about you.
I
They
didn't
said,
like
"Shoot,
it,
Lewis
man.
dead." They thought you was dead. Maybe that's what it was.
I
They said,
didn't
"We
like
done."
it.
Yeah. Okay. Why
I
not?
did not like it. You see, I'm bald big. No,
Not
Brandon, can
necessarily.
you come up with just a little hair?
Just a touch. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You can't move up further than that.
My knees will be in the table, but there we go.
Okay,
There,
just be
that's
yourself comfortable. Maybe I
go
need to go
ahead.
back. How about okay, wait, hold on.
My
See, I
hair is
won't be
looking
able to do my
crazy.
controls. See, that's
What
the
you?
problem.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, how about come on, this mother hold on. I know what it is. There it is. If this motherfucker don't hold on. Come on now, see me now. All right. All right, let me
Straight.
just hit this motherfucker back. Let me just hit it back. All right, Brian, you got anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, we can do some things real quick. I don't want to do that one long one, but I saw a post that you made. Oh shit, why it's not coming up? Oh, let me try to remove yours. Why is mine not coming up? I saw a post you made about the man in the middle.
Hold on for a second. There you go.
Okay, I saw a post you made about the man in the middle. Are you familiar? Are you familiar with him?
I barely. I know
barely.
he's under 30.
Okay.
Rapper for Florida.
Okay.
Boss Man D-Lo.
Boss Man D-Lo for sure.
And
he's popular and kind of on the rise, maybe. But when you made the post, how do you feel?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
On the rise, still is he still on the rise, Brandon? Somebody click this switch off.
But that's what I want to say, because everybody wanted to feature from him. He was the hottest popular rapper because his style was a little different at the time. But
it's not
to me,
different.
but that's what I'm saying. To somebody like me and you, I guess we've been around in the rap game, on the outside watching long enough that we know, okay, this is just something that's not going to last because it's not a lot of substance. His verses are kind of creative a little bit because it's something he has an old school kind of thing where he raps about like Blake Griffin and Hibachi, you know, popular stuff like that.
Correct.
But I didn't think. Go ahead.
He reminded me of the hottest lyric in 2005.
There you go. See, I'm glad we're on the same page.
Get your head bust like a pineapple.
right. But people stopped kind of rapping like that, but he kind of brought it back. So it's kind of refreshing to young ears, I guess. And they was trying to boost him up. So when you made the post you made, how were you feeling? Or what do you see when you see that type of rapper? Or
okay, well, hold on. First, you talk about the post. What did I say in the post?
I can't remember. I can't remember exactly, but I said, shoot, we'll talk about it because I want your raw reaction when I ask you about something.
I said in a climate like this, you need to be like Mr. Pot Scraper.
Yeah, you did
on everything.
Okay.
All right. Brandon, it's so open. What is scraping a pot to you, Brandon?
To me, that means you cooking up, you hustling. You may be making drugs to sell on the block. Like you really grinding. I took it as that. I took it when you said that. That's what I took it as.
Okay, so if Brandon mind said scrape the pot, so Brandon talk about scraping that residue off them pots. To get every flake off the side. We're busting on the streets.
Right.
To be flaked up.
So go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Brandon's talking about hustling in that way. See, me, a pot scraping could be, hey, I ate these beans for 4 days. All right. These black eyed peas for 4 days. I got a little left in the pot. I can go to Wendy's, get a 4 for 4, or I can scrape that pot.
Okay.
In a climate like this, Brandon, what should I do?
You should stay home.
There you go.
But what are most people doing? Are most people staying home, or they like, shoot, I want to try something new at this restaurant, or I want to get a sandwich from Arby's.
Most they staying home. People ain't.
You
doing
think so?
That. Yeah, they ain't doing nothing. They see all these people get laid off. Trump done laid off 60 million people.
Okay. But let me go to
technically less than that, but that's how many gonna be affected.
Well, let me go to another post that you made. You said, I can't remember what year you said bad loans on house appliances. In 2026, bad loans on food. Oh, fast food, you said. So you think that's what we heading to?
Yes, sir. What's going on, people? In the 60s, 50s, and 40s, Brandon's grandma begged his granddaddy for a washing machine, right?
Okay, I'm with
Begged. All right. Because what she was doing, she had to run a fire in the backyard, put a big pot out there, put the clothes in there.
Right.
But since they just got electricity in the house, they can plug up a washing machine up in there.
Yeah.
So she begged them. You know, Brandon grandpa, he was known for sweeping up floors. He didn't make that lots. Buffet floors.
Okay.
You know, and that washing machine costs $125, the equivalent of $2,000 right now.
Today. Okay, I'm with
you. If hold on, if George W. Bush went in there, didn't have the money, they'll give him a loan. Hey, payment plan, you got to pay us 10%, and hey, you could get it.
Okay.
Brandon come up there looking like
Bojangles. What?
Shoot,
I got like
Diddy Kong. Brandon's papa coming there look like Diddy Kong. Okay. I get the same plan.
What they say? Yes, right? Because they don't see color.
But the interest gonna be 50% this time.
Okay.
It's gonna be 50%. So Brandon and Granddaddy sweeping those floors, making less. Gotta pay double for that same washing machine. So right now, they have it, people be getting predatory loans for Bojangles chicken, baby.
Does that make sense?
It does. If you hungry right then, if you say you hungry right then, and your paycheck is they go let this split your paychecks over 2 paychecks.
Get some food. But that is what they're doing. That is what they're doing.
Why not drop $18 at Bojangles?
Yeah, that makes sense in the today, the now. But when it affects your paycheck later, you're gonna be like, well, maybe I should have planned, and maybe I should have had something at home to eat, or maybe I should have been meal prepping. Go ahead.
They just go take that. See, it's a cycle. It's a snowball effect. You didn't have that $18, so what it tells me, you probably ain't gonna never have that $18 your whole life.
Every day of my life, I ain't gonna have it.
Yeah. So what happened is, you get the paycheck. They take out $9, half of it.
Yeah.
Man, you needed that $9, but you needed this $9 on some breaks. You know. Yeah. So you forgot about the meal. Now your breaks is getting low.
Yeah.
The next week, they take out the next $9. The Bojangles chicken paid for it. But you already $9 in the hole on your breaks.
Right.
And already $9 behind on your cell phone bill.
Yeah.
Watch this, Brandon. If they got rid of regular cell phone bills and everybody with the prepaid, half of the service be cut off right now, right? In America.
And why is that? Because most people paying on interest or with interest or credit, they're not necessarily paying money down for the minutes that they're using in the month period.
Because Brandon got the credit line that if he's short this month, his services still roll on. They're rolling in the next month and charge a penalty on it. Brandon got that service.
I won't be able to. You said I do have that service?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you've done that before, ain't it?
I probably have when I was younger.
Me too. Yeah, me too. Them $75 Verizon bills in 2004 used to hit different.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think, go ahead.
So if you with the prepaid, you can't roll nothing over. If you don't have the money, your service getting cut off.
Yeah.
It's off.
But you think that's better for the companies or worse doing that prepaid like that? If everybody was
better for the companies because you get the person in debt.
Okay.
You get them in debt.
Okay.
Yeah. So they already have. See, Brandon, they can run a bag up on your broke ass. You know.
but how is that? But I think consumers don't care. Like, we live in the now, so as long as I can do what I want to do on my phone and I have service and it's the new iPhone, I'm happy. Yeah, you can charge me whatever you want to charge me every month. I'm not worried about it. As long as I got enough money at the end of the month to make sure everything stay on, I'm okay. I'm not necessarily thinking about interest rates. I'm not thinking about how much money I'm actually spending on the phone or the service. I'm not trying to look for better deals. Like, I'm not trying to go to Verizon and see what their deals are like, or AT&T or T-Mobile. I'm happy where I'm at. I don't have to worry about it. Everything is on.
And they're running the bag up on you.
For sure.
You know, right now, somebody they can't pay the $1,000 for Verizon, so they can't use Verizon for the rest of it.
You're right. Yes.
How many people?
There's a lot of people.
You heard that story before?
Yes, I heard that story before.
Okay, I heard the story before. That's what I'm talking about. They run the bag up on you, but everybody ain't gonna be sucked out like that. You know,
but sometimes
gonna pay.
Okay, let me ask you this. Sometimes do they have bogus charges on you? They say, because it's happened to me. I've had AT&T internet service before, and they say I turned my equipment in, I mailed it off. A couple years later, if I try to switch to AT&T, they say, "Well, Brandon, you got an outstanding bill with us. You didn't turn your equipment in." Have you ever heard of a story like that, or do you believe me?
Here's the thing with Brandon.
Go ahead.
For every bogus charge, you got 100 non-payments.
What you mean, for me, or you talking about somebody else?
So every time when Brandon said it was a bogus charge, it does happen. But I guarantee you got 100 people.
Yeah.
Say, fuck that contract I signed.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. They say, well, let's just let it cut off, and I already got another place I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna go to T-Mobile. I'm gonna get a Cricket phone for a little while.
what it tells me with Brandon in this case, Brandon, do you want me to get on your lip?
Go ahead, because
Brandon wasn't mature enough. He wasn't following his bills. He didn't watch the closeout. He didn't get a tracking number on his equipment.
And that's what you have to do. That was the mistake, because if you send something off, you go to Amazon store, they will give you a receipt where the number is, and you can look into it and make sure they got it. So you'll have proof that they got it, and they can keep it off your bill, right?
Correct. Right now, 2 years ago, when Brandon lived in ATL, did you track your equipment back, Brandon?
Nope. No, I didn't.
Shit, you probably still owe some money right now.
No, but that's what happened. We went to just try to see about getting AT&T when we came back down here, because we had it in Georgia, and that was the issue. They were trying to say that we owed them, but we ended up getting it straightened out. So
just a recent story.
Yes, it's recent. Since I moved back. What's it called? Go ahead.
I lined it up. This how it happens, people.
I know that's.
We didn't talk about none of this stuff.
No,
I lined it up. This how it happens. And that's why sometimes you need to go to check to see if you could claim money. You got money out there that people owe you.
For sure.
Just like Brandon could leave a bill in ATL and didn't pay the money. All he had to do was call him. They told him. He didn't read the fine print. He said, fuck y'all.
Correct.
You can check. Sometimes you overpaid and that money goes back to the state and you go quantify it. You can apply for that. We did 2 videos on that.
Yeah. And currently we had HTC. I'm not sure if you're familiar with HTC, the cable company. And now they got Spectrum, which, is Time Warner basically with a different name. So we switched over, turned my equipment in, went there, got a receipt. Been having Spectrum for a while, and I've checked my bill, make sure I didn't owe anything. I just checked it maybe 3 days ago, because they still send me an email, balance saying 0, saying I don't have anything. The security system stuff is turned in. So from that last situation, I got to make sure that now when I'm switching stuff over that I take care of it, because it's so easy for somebody to say, no, you ain't paid, you didn't turn it in, we don't got it. Where's your proof? So now the proof is the thing is on me to present my evidence saying, no, I did turn it in. Here's the information. And that's something I've learned from you, because I'm not necessarily the best with paperwork and all that kind of stuff. But I know one thing about Lewis. He documents everything. Time, date.
Everything.
Okay. See, we trying to.
Okay, I only got my watch on today. I can't even see what time it is. I
can't. I got you. But when it's time to document, it's time to keep track of something. If you present a case or you think something, you want to have evidence that you following the steps. If you have somebody's equipment or whatever else is going on, you want to make sure you got your paperwork.
It's about to get worse. And this is why politics matter. So if they slow down the mail service and lose more packages, these companies gonna be on your ass for equipment they paid $2 for it, but they're gonna charge you $100-something.
Yeah.
Because a post people lost their bills.
Yeah. And that does happen. Like you say, if the economy is messed up, and that's an area that can be messed with too. So it's gonna affect us in general. But to wrap this rap stuff up, I was just curious if you knew about that guy, and he's on the decline, in my opinion. I think, people were trying to make it seem like he may have longevity, but people for some reason, they'll get tired of certain sounds. I don't know if you know the white rapper that's on the. Well, go ahead. What you about to say?
It's the people. If you don't watch yourself, you can pick up your phone and get hooked on shorts. Could take out 5 minutes out your day like it ain't nothing. Yeah. And it's instant entertainment, instant gratification. Yeah. People are always on to the next one. Yeah. But the guys are always on to a fatter booty in their mind. But if you turn the lights on, the thing's flatter than white bread. The women's always want a big baller, somebody next money. But you go on, he's scamming. You know what I mean? Yeah. People, that's how it's.
And I think that's how the music industry is. Is the music industry a scam? Like, we always think these rappers have a lot of money. They got jewelry. They show us their cars, where they stand. But we all know that the rappers, they're getting a loan from the company, the music, the label that they're with. And that's something they got to pay. Okay, well, go ahead. What
Brandon, you don't remove accountability for people. It's music people to scam. And every person besides you didn't work with Suge Knight.
I forgot you
took the pen and signed a contract. How is a scam and you willingly sign a contract?
Well, it can still be a scam. Just like if somebody calls an elder person on the phone and you don't know any better or you don't have any knowledge of the game that they're trying to run. Same. I don't think in 2025 is a scam because we all know Brandon. We all know what they're doing. Go ahead.
Elderly people got a cognitive imperative. They are legally can't talk about business, and you committing fraud, breaking the law. All right, everybody know that.
Okay,
and the people who prey on elderly people, Trump need to lock everyone up for 10 years
for sure. But I think a lot of these rappers, they didn't have the best education. They didn't go to school. A lot of them dropped out or not reading the contract, starving, hungry. You think they knew exactly how the contract was set up, or they just didn't? Go ahead.
Y'all from the same neighborhood. Y'all got the same education. What you talking about?
So you saying me, you, and them, we're on the same plane? No, but that's not true. And I think the way people do contracts, they mislead people. They're not, the lawyer that they'll give you is working for them, not you.
In the 7th grade, I'll put niggas in the torture rack in class, people. Ain't you was there, Brandon?
Yes, I was. How much? But that's what I'm saying. Back then, when people were signing contracts, you didn't know anything about the music business or how it was going to work. But I think today it's a lot different. If you sign in a contract, you kind of know what you're getting yourself into. You can't complain.
Why you use the word scam? Don't change the goalpost.
Well, I'm not saying to but I think it's a trap. I say it's a trap because we're always the entertainment. We're always working to make somebody else more money. Whether it's the NFL. The NFL is not necessarily a trap, but it's always going to be people get to a point where I'm working, I'm making a lot of money, but now I'm looking up and I'm seeing the owners and it's like, hey, I want to make the money they're making and save my body and spend time with my family. But for some reason I can't do it. And I'm locked in this contract. Now I don't want to play. Now I want to sit out. Now I want to protest. I want to be traded. How do you feel? You
Boss Man D-Lo, if it wasn't for this rap career, I got a feeling his ceiling would be a 3-bedroom corporate apartment.
but now
on the 6th floor.
I agree.
Now,
yeah.
He purchased a house, Brad. He would never buy the house if it wasn't for this music thing, Brad.
But like we said, he's elevated his life now. That's a thing in the past. Now his new life, he's looking up some more. So now he's like, well, shoot, I should have even more. I should have ownership. I should have a label. I should have some artists. Huh?
D-Lo, he could only want a big booty hole and a boom box.
I think that's where. Yeah, go ahead.
If that was his max, he won the game, Brandon. A lot of black kids just want money, $1,000 in their pockets and Michael Jordan tennis shoes,
and a little thing, and a little hood thing. Yeah. But I think after a while, when his candle starts to fade out a little bit, because he's giving people money probably a little bit. That stuff runs out at a certain point, and now it's like, okay, now how do I get back hot again? And then you're looking at the label, they're like, we're not about to put any music out for you because you're not hot enough. You're gonna cost us more money putting an album out or putting promotion into you. So we're gonna have to shelve you like we do a lot of artists. And I think that's why a lot of people get frustrated. Players, artists, whatever it is, people get frustrated because, like you said, you signed the contract, everything was good on signing day. But at the end of the contract or midway, you feel unhappy. You feel like you deserve more or you want to do more. But they're going by what the contract says. It doesn't. The contract's not set up.
Hold on, brother.
Go ahead. I'll play a commercial.
There are a lot of issues that's facing the black community, from relationships between mother and father and the failure of passing down standards, integrity, and duty, from the lack of education or the debt load from higher education. Go to school, they say, but no opportunity on graduation day. From incarceration to low-skill occupation that marches in gentrification. Well, The time has come. It's time for a change. My book, From Zero to 200K, will outline the steps I use to change my social and economical status. Learn the steps I took to lower my expenses. Learn the steps I took to increase my income. Learn the steps I took to increase my credit and keep a good credit score. Learn about how I generate wealth. Most importantly, how I got God involved in my life. By the time you finish this book, you'll be ready to control your finances with a renewed vigor, knowing that you can accomplish your goals if you apply yourself and make good decisions over the long term. From 0 to 200K with faith, relationships, strippers, jobs, college, hustles, and heartbreak taught me about finance. It's a must read for every black person in America. Hit the link below and let's get to work.
Brandon,
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, nothing. You couldn't hear me, could you?
No, I couldn't hear.
Okay. All right. What were we talking about?
No, just saying how like you say, you sign a contract, things are good on that day, but when it comes to the middle of the contract or the end of the contract, now it's not really in your favor. It's more in the label's favor or the institution's favor. But you can't be mad at them for playing their role. You know, they boosted you up as much as they could, which helped them. They took a risk on you, but now you can't be mad towards the end of the contract that you don't feel like you have enough money or control as you want.
You're right. So you got to be wise. Get your team around it. Get a person on your side to read the contract, tell you the positives and the negatives. So,
and I was going to ask you too, do you know this rapper on the right? I think he got the #1 album. This is Playboi Carti. You never heard of, but like I say,
I heard his name before.
Yeah.
What song? Name one of his songs.
I can't really, but they, you know, because now we're older and they kind of all sound the same. If I had to generalize it, it's like, I don't know, it's like rock and roll with rap, kinda, and
he got a big ass head though.
He does look a little funny, but
look at that, Brad.
Yeah, it look a little abnormal.
Why they doing like that?
I don't know. That's a weird picture for sure. Or
Olive Garden salad bowl on top of his head. Yeah. Why they doing like that?
Yeah, that's a bad picture. But or this artist over here, he's more underground. He's a white rapper. You've heard of Yeet? He does.
The guy from England.
I don't know. I think he's from Canada or Toronto or somewhere up there, Vancouver. But he raps with Drake. He does his own thing. He got a big underground movement. He's one of the top artists too. But like, is nobody like that's how you know we getting older when it comes to music, because like back when we were younger listening to music, we wasn't really trying to listen to what our parents would listen to as far as hip hop, because you know they would still listen to some hip hop. But we had our wrong. But listen what I'm saying. You had your own artists that you started to listen to, even if you listen to what some of your parents listened to too, because we did. But it's totally different now. Because go ahead, what you want to say? Go ahead.
My parents ain't never listened to no damn hip hop,
so they ain't listened to Curtis Blow or Sugar Hill Gang. Yeah, they've heard
early 1950s, Brandon.
so your mom didn't listen to any, like, even though Lauryn Hill's not hip hop per se. She listened. Okay, well, my mom kind of did listen to some of that stuff. She heard some of it on the radio. That's just a fact. My mom actually bought Lauryn Hill CD. But go ahead.
Okay, that's about the older one. What else did she buy? What a rap artist?
Will Smith.
Besides
what I'm saying is,
how about everybody else?
But what I'm saying is they had their own music and we had our music, right? When we were introduced to.
You made a bold statement. Your parents was born in the 50s.
And
you talk about they was listening to hip hop.
Okay, so your parents didn't listen to no hip hop. Well, what I'm saying is they had their music, whether it was Curtis Mayfield or Anita, whatever genre or style of music they had. You started having yours. You heard some of theirs, but you was pushing yours more, right? Then that's
I guess, yeah. I don't know. But
that's what I'm saying. But now kids nowadays, they don't really care about 50 Cent or, you know, Ja Rule or some of the stuff we were big on back then. Or the Hot Boys, really, even though the Hot Boys is still trying to be a thing in 2025. Like, these are their stars. They like Playboi Carti or And Future may be a little older, but they're fine with Boss Man D-Lo for right now, even though they don't see that he's getting ready to fizzle out a little bit.
The thing about Brandon. No,
hold on. Go ahead.
The thing about me and Brandon, when our parents had us, they was older parents.
For sure, yeah, for sure.
Why would a person 45 years old listen to the same thing a 5-year-old listen to, Brandon?
It happens but it does happen. If you don't grow mentally right, you can still be on par. You can still be on par with somebody else's music. But go ahead.
45. 5 years old.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But because is that music more timeless than the music being created now? You played older music on this stream, that we've had maybe on the live stream maybe a month ago. Because that music, go ahead.
When Brandon's daughter was 5 years old, I went inside his house. See, when people got young kids and a television, and a person don't got no kids around that age, when you go inside the house, it'd be an experience.
Well, go ahead, because I want to hear this. Because
what's on TV? You're talking to Brandon, and you hear, "Yo, Gabba Gabba, yo, Gabba Gabba."
Okay, but is that
can't turn it?
But is
Dallas playing in the Super Bowl? You can't turn it.
Is that in every household? Do you think everybody's household is run in a efficient way or a smart way? Some people don't care. They will be playing the wrong type of music, and it'll have an influence on people's lifestyle.
Okay,
luckily we had good parents.
Yeah.
Luckily we had good parents, but I think it's different now. Like some people don't see a problem with some of the music. Some people don't see a problem with Sexy Red music. She's expressing herself. She's showing what I can't even bullshit with trying to explain her music, but she's proud. She's voicing what she want to do. She's in charge of her life, all that kind of stuff. She's a boss chick. You know what I'm saying? So
hey,
maybe
Brett,
that's what. Go ahead.
You ever had one of your parents ever smoke a black and mild in the
No. No. But no.
Why not?
Because it's not the right thing to do. I'll just leave it at that.
But you think that does happen?
Yes, it happens for sure. But can you tell somebody that's bad parenting? Can you do that? I don't think you can do it.
You can't do that because at one point I was smoking black and milds in the den.
Okay, but did you have a child? Did you have a child around?
No, I was very young, barely the age of smoke tobacco. Yeah, but you learn not to do that.
Yeah.
Brady, you ever smoked black and milds inside the house?
No, that's thugging right there. No, I want to smoke a black. I like the flavor a black and mild has, but it's been a long time since I smoked. I wouldn't dare smoke it in the house.
You in that thing?
With an ashtray.
See, me and Brandon's for an era. We seen clean air and we seen dirty air.
Okay.
Next time you go inside a restaurant, they say typical. You say, smoking section, please, and see what they say. Oh, don't say smoking. No, just say smoking.
That's a good. But so does that not exist anymore? Because it used to be a thing, right?
Brandon, when's the last time you smelled cigarettes?
I haven't. But it's something I haven't even thought of when I go to a restaurant. But that used to be a thing.
Yeah, it used to be a thing.
Every time you go to a restaurant, they say you want to be seated faster, you can go to the smoking area because that's what you would do sometimes because you didn't want to wait. But that's something I forgot about.
And back then, COVID didn't exist. They didn't have no ventilation system. So you walked in it was like a thunderstorm on your right, but it's lightly cloudy on your left.
When did that stop being a thing? Because that's something I didn't even think about. That's something I kind of really forgot about completely. So they banned smoking inside restaurants. I didn't even think about it.
You gotta watch it. New York City started this stuff at the beginning. This stuff may not be correct, so
completely factual.
New York started this stuff at the beginning. First, they say no smoking in the buildings.
Then
they say no smoking in the hallways. No smoking in the stairways. And mention it. Don't smoke it on the sidewalk.
Right.
See, you got to remember, people. A lot of Anglos knows once one law get on the books, 1,000 laws go get on the books. So
that are related to the law.
Yes. So if you make one gun law, that'll lead to thousands. So you got to ban them all.
Yeah.
See, they started with no smoking inside where you eat at. Then no smoking in the hallways. Then the stairways. Right. Now, no smoking on the sidewalks. They go to a hospital. No smoking on the facility.
But that's crazy. Look, we've dined in restaurant where people smoking just a couple feet away, like it ain't nothing. Like that was a normal thing. That was a normal thing. I completely forgot about it.
It was. And you come out there, you 6 years old. You come out there smelling like booze and cigar smoke,
and it's okay.
and it's okay.
That's a regular Sunday.
Yeah, nobody.
Saturday.
Ain't nobody. It was a death wish if you had a van snatching kids up. We didn't play that shit back then.
Right. Well, why is that? Why is that? Because were people paying attention more, or it just wasn't a thing where? Because it happened, but it go ahead.
When the cops catch you back then, they go catch you like this, and then show you on TV, like you show you right.
Yeah,
don't do it up on.
Because they got body cams.
You blood it all up in the face. That's ass. Yeah,
that's funny.
That's how we used to do people back in the day.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. You do that, and they put you right up, stand you right on stage, stand up. Huh?
Oh no, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, that's the crack years right there. But yeah, it was I don't know, it was rough, but it wasn't that freaky type of rough.
I got you. All right, one more thing. I don't want to necessarily do that. You heard about this story? With Marvin Sapp.
Yeah, Project 20. You know what? $20. I know about that story.
Okay.
What about it? He's doing the same thing here.
Right. She's trying to raise money for the congregation. He's like, look, y'all got a good show this Sunday, like how we put on a show with a man of the metaverse. And he said, look, y'all want to act like y'all donate money and putting it on the Cash App, and it's not showing up when we run the numbers at the end of the night. So go ahead and lock them doors.
Lock the doors. I heard that's common in the black community.
Okay.
Close those doors, but see, it's the glare in his eyes. See, y'all don't.
So you should have went with that.
It's the glare in his eyes. Close those doors back there.
Right.
Yeah. Y'all ain't never had to do an Easter speech and look at the back with them doors open.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Kamikaze back there. Shit.
No, you're right. He's like, close the doors. And he's like, if you want to give digitally, go ahead and do that, but come up here and show us your phone so we can have proof that you did that. Because
I don't know he did all that now, bro.
Well, I heard him say that. He said, if you're gonna do Cash App, that's fine, but come on, bring it down here and show us, or like bring it down as testimony or whatever. However he worded it. So you think people should have been given to the church? Because like I say, a church is a business. It's a place of worship. You're supposed to, but it is though.
It's a nonprofit.
It's supposed to be nonprofit, but are they paying people? Are those people putting their time in? I'm not defending it. I'm just saying this is how how a lot of people look at it. Like I've seen churches have to shut down just because they're not generating enough money. And it's like, we want to worship and give. I mean, we want to worship and put on a show.
Not Brandon now. Don't say church.
Ahead.
Now you talking about a big mega. Is this a mega church?
It could be. I mean, they've got somebody like him at the church. I'm not sure how big the church is, but
because all churches ain't the
not
same.
all churches, no, yeah, but I think some people overdo it as far as they want to have certain things in the church. They want to have, they look a certain way. The equipment is not cheap. It can start if you're not doing it right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're not doing it right and funds are getting misappropriated, you're gonna have some issues. Because I think sometimes people feel like they deserve more money. Like you think that most pastors get a salary?
Yeah, they get a cost of living and a salary, of course.
So if you're not making enough money, or your church is not pulling in, and like I say, people are going through a lot. So I don't think people are necessarily giving as much as they normally would be in our era of going to church, just because people just, they just ain't got it like that, or they want to spend it a different way, because it's a lot of outlets. You don't necessarily have to go to church to hear a word. You can hear it at home. You can listen to audiobooks or podcasts or however you want to listen or get your word. So people not necessarily trying to have that, your camera moving. People not necessarily trying to have that where,
what the fuck?
Right. Where I feel like I have to give a certain amount of money based on my income every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Well, like people just not disciplined like that anymore. Like, go ahead.
This is a good story, Brandon. I'm about to run with it in a slightly different direction.
Go ahead.
2 weeks ago, guess what, people? I ain't paid my tithes 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Not on purpose. I forgot.
Yeah.
And I looked at my checking account. I said, where I get all this money in for here from? How much money we talking about? It ain't that damn much.
500.
But, it's money.
But you know something off.
It's something off. A week go by. I said, damn, I still got this money in. I thought all my stuff cleared.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I probably didn't pay my tithes. Turned out I did not pay my tithes, Brandon. And guess what?
What?
My life changed.
Okay. I'm listening. I'm not laughing.
Damn.
It changed negatively or positively?
Negatively.
Okay.
I can buy some shit. That I really don't need at that moment, but I can splurge a little bit.
Yeah.
So see, people, they like to splurging so much. And they splurge so much, they don't even know they can live without it. And that splurging is hurting them.
But you think people get a joy, or it's like a relief splurging, spending money recklessly on stuff we don't need?
Brandon, it's the world. Don't you like a cold beer?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. You could have drunk some water.
Yeah, for sure.
And sacrifice that cold beer to God, but you chose.
Oh, you didn't even open yours. Okay.
I did.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
You chose, man, this top of the shit dirty as hell. I'm about to drink it though. I've been touching that money. No, they got cocaine in that money. You chose to spend that money on that beer instead of giving it to God.
Yeah, for sure.
Brandon, what you ate? What did you eat yesterday, Brandon?
What I eat yesterday?
For dinner.
I had some brisket.
There you go. What I'm talking about. See, Brandon could have said, no, don't give me the $20 a pound brisket. He could have got some ground beef for $1.99, 73.27%. And be satisfied and gave the rest to God. But he chose the world.
I chose the world.
Over giving to God. And that's what people do.
Yeah, for sure. And like I say, even whichever decision you make, like whether I go with the brisket or like tonight I'm gonna make a lasagna. At the end of the day, it's all gonna be the same. It's all gonna be the same.
People. Let's count out 10, Brandon. Let's count out 10. Get your money, Brandon. Get your money. Count 10 out.
Okay, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, you got 10, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that'd be what, $200?
Yeah.
All right, God said, give me 10%. So we just take off 1.
Yeah.
So you got $100. You got $180 to live off of. You gave God his 10%. That's all you do.
Yeah, but
people instead of learning discipline and more control over your life, they say, no, I want the worldly possessions too. And there you go.
I get what you're saying.
That's how people mess up.
Well, how do you think, if you're not disciplined enough, how do you get back on track? What do? You do you go cold turkey? Like, do you ease into it? Or
yeah, easy. Start over 1%. You know, start over with 1%. Because the problem is you're a dope head. You know, you're a dope. You're a dope. You got a dope head. Watch this. You own that bottle.
Yeah, right.
You know, you're gambling. You're doing something.
Running from God.
You're stunting. You are sin, and that sin has caused you to not being disciplined, spend all your money on that stuff.
Yeah.
So quit being a dope head and pay your tithes.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Be a dope, and watch this. I didn't pay my tithes last month. No, last paycheck. I said God must have just blessed me, because I don't want to have to repay.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You start looking for excuses.
Because I don't got it like that.
Yeah, no, I got you.
And then I said, I'm going to practice some gluttony. And what did I do? I went to Tractor Supply video coming soon. You know.
What you get? Or you ain't gonna reveal it yet.
I got some seeds.
Okay.
I got some doggy treats that made one dog throw up 7 damn times in a day. The whole Saturday. Yeah. And I took that back. And to climb it like this, you got to scrape that pot.
There you go. Back. Yeah, good job. I ain't mad at you.
$14 on my damn checking account. That's a lot of money.
Right. And that's a perfect way to tie it back around. Like, we're in a climate where you don't have time or the resources to waste. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a product and you're not satisfied with it, you should try to take it back. Don't worry about how it looks or the optics or any of that kind of stuff. No, I got a product. It did not work. I want my money back.
And don't believe Brandon. It says sensitive stomachs. That's why I picked it up. But 7 throw-ups.
Yeah.
I hope nobody will hear it. I didn't clean out one of them up. 7 throw-ups, Brandon.
That's funny.
That motherfucking bag. It was $14.
What was it? It was a treat. It was like a
dried chicken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dried chicken. I looked at it back. I said, this got to be made in China. I looked at it, man. I said, I ain't buying this shit. I got to at least go American made for the dogs. Motherfucking be giraffe meat. Chicken don't see. Look, I dried my chicken out before. It did not look like that.
You're right.
Some of the damn orange, dark orange and brown.
Right. You've seen enough chicken. You kind of know what it looked like.
I dehydrated chicken. You got an air fryer? It's dehydrated button over there.
Yeah, for sure.
Boil you some chicken because it's cooked and then dehydrate it and see how it looks. It'd be white.
Yeah. I got you. You got anything you want to get into today?
Wait, this is what we go talk to. Hold on. Why? Hold on. It just had a little string. You saw it at the bottom, right?
Yeah, it disappeared. For some reason.
And delayed gratification, people. Delayed gratification. Last night. No, was it last night or the day before? Could have been last night. Last night.
You be really living what you put up, but go ahead.
I'm about to put all my damn teeth out eating these motherfuckers.
And we talked about it. We talked about it on the other stream. Where you get this from? You got to go to the gas station and get this.
I got this from South Carolina. So how long I been up here?
About 2 months or 1 month.
I've been up about both. This thing is a month and a half old. When they get old, they get like diamond hard. I said, man, I feel like I found them. Video coming soon. I think video out. I found them in my back seat. I said, God bless me today. That's what I told me. I said, God really blessed me today.
That's funny.
So I pulled these out. I said, I'm going to have these laid over this weekend.
Uh-huh.
I got them. Got it. I said, oh, shit. I said, this me and Brett talked about. Sometimes it can be real hard.
Right.
But every one.
You said what?
Every one was real hard. I had
to
concentrate and bite it.
Right.
If you took a handful of these and did this, all the things be busting in your mouth.
Right. And like I said, I've eaten them and been young with fresh teeth and about to bust my teeth out. So I couldn't imagine doing it now when I'm 40-something years old trying to eat them.
But watch this, Brett. I knew they was every bite could bust. But I still ate 5 of them.
Okay.
And it took the grace of God came to me and said, Lewis, I know you want these so bad, but pour these motherfuckers. That's why the bag gets it. Pour them out in the garbage so you won't get them. And that's what I done, Brandon.
Yeah. It's hard to fight stuff like that sometimes, though.
Bust all my teeth out. Eat these motherfuckers.
Yeah. But when you finally put it in your mouth, pause. It was a good feeling. Like it take you back to when you were younger. You was trying? No, none of that.
It was dried out, Brady. It was like burnt. It was like tastes like burnt bacon a little bit. It was dried out. So I couldn't extract none of the fat, the grease out of it.
Yeah.
It was just
so it wasn't enjoyable at all. It was torture.
So delayed gratification. I had the delay for me.
Mm-hmm. Struggling,
eating like that, so I can have teeth in the future,
right?
Because that was gonna bust a ball out.
And go ahead.
Say you gotta make a lasagna. I don't want to keep it too long.
Okay, no problem.
You sure you ready to go?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Shit, this may be 10 minutes.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
I appreciate you being that way.
I know mine eat their lunch now. I pack their favorite sandwiches on their favorite bread. Wonder. Kids eat it up.
This Wonder Bread, it's already got a ton of things in it that make it shelf stable. Add the packaging, it's going to last you for a week or more, maybe even longer. It was a huge game changer in American culture. The war was starting, the economy is really hard up. You have this thing that's going to last you for a very long time. It actually created a supermarket culture. And really, decades later, we can see it created this huge shift in how we shop and eat and live in this country. All
right, Brandon, why do companies want food to be chef stable?
Because they want it to last, so if you give you something, it'll hold its value on the shelf while people are consuming it. And so it's not like it's a lot of wasted money. So if they give you bread and it lasts one day, you're going to have to get another shipment of bread the next day. You know what I'm saying? So
who benefits from
that?
From who benefits the most for being chef stable?
Would it be the company or the store? I guess the company would benefit more, but the store does benefit too. Just because the store is a middleman. But go ahead.
Me, the company and store the same people. I'm talking about the consumer or the person who sells it.
Well, it's not the consumer. The consumer is the one that's suffering, in my opinion. So
why?
we don't necessarily benefit because it'll be better for us long-term and short-term if we had bread that doesn't last that long, but it has good ingredients in it.
Okay, let's go.
1930, mass-produced loaves made up 30% of the average American's diet, which was a higher proportion than any other food. But scientists started to see the results of eating this bread that had all of the nutrients removed from it. Around the start of the Second World War, we started to see people developing diseases with quite worrying symptoms. There are diseases like pellagra, which has symptoms of dementia, or beriberi, which has symptoms of paralysis or losing the feeling in your hands and feet. People also had rickets, which is the weakening of bones, iron deficiency, birth defects. In response, the US government collaborated with manufacturing companies, including the Wonder Bread manufacturer Continental Baking Company to produce and promote these more fortified versions of Wonder Bread.
That's why you can help yourself grow bigger and stronger 8 ways with Wonder Bread. I mean, grow bigger and stronger 8 ways.
While this didn't make ultra-processed white bread as healthy as a whole grain, it did prevent people from developing diseases, which is capitalism at its finest.
Each delicious slice.
Okay, the lady said they was making bread. They stripped all the nutrients out the ingredients.
Yeah.
Had a piece of bread, but the bread was empty bread.
Right.
It could not support life. So after the scientists did the studies, they said, let's enrich the bread. So what's enriching, Brandon?
Adding valuable stuff to it. So adding nutrients to it.
You think these
natural? No, they're not natural.
Okay. So they added nutrients to it. Now everybody just had a base level. They don't get unhealthy.
But we talked about bread. How do you make bread? You asked me that when we was doing that Subway video where we talking about Subway bread. It's water. Okay, go ahead.
It's in here. Brandon, you good too. Brandon, memory working today, y'all.
Supplies protein for muscle, minerals for strong bones and teeth, carbohydrates for energy, vitamins for nerves, all vital elements for growing minds and bodies.
The point of ultra-processed bread is really business opportunity. It's something that was scalable, that's developed for convenience. So what are the ingredients in a typical loaf of ultra-processed bread? So first we have tartaric acid.
No.
This is an emulsifier which is used to make bread smoother or fluffier and to stop ingredients from separating. Emulsifiers are generally believed to be safe in small quantities, but gut health experts worry that the combination of water and oil that's used to make this may wear down the gut lining in a way that can make you susceptible to digestive issues and digestive diseases.
That's crazy.
Next, we have...
All right, that's a chemical. Yeah. Now, I think I just thought about it. Bread got 3 ingredients: flour, yeast, and water. That's
right.
it.
That's it.
That's how you make bread. But they add this chemical as an emulsifier. Brandon, do that sound like some space shade stuff?
Yes, it does. And they said it make it more fluffy. Bread, if you make bread, it's fluffy enough. Do we need it more fluffy?
Brandon. Ask all the black women living. They can't eat no hard bread, Brandon. You know they can't eat no hard bread. Huh?
Okay, but what's I'd rather eat some bread that's a little tough, but it's really healthy compared to some fluffy bread that just melt in your mouth, but it's eating your stomach lining up.
So Texas Roadhouse bread. So your wife would pick Texas Roadhouse bread over bonefish grill.
You talking about the Texas Roadhouse, the kind of one with the butter? Yeah, she'll pick that one. Yeah.
Why?
Just because it's softer, it's got more flavor. I can't remember how the bonefish grill one is, but it's got sugar. Go ahead.
So Brandon just answered his own question. The bread ain't soft enough, Brandon. They gotta use emulsifiers to make it soft because your wife will buy it.
But that's not the issue. That's not the answer. It should be let's pick the right one. Let's pick the healthier one and I'm going through similar thing with my daughter. I'm like, you don't have a problem eating Starburst or Reese's or any of that kind of stuff. None of that stuff tastes funny, but certain vegetables taste funny or certain fruit maybe tastes a little funny. That's the not 100% natural, but that's the more natural stuff. But go ahead.
You're right. Reese's takes 30 seconds to open and consume. Your broccoli, steam it, season it, this and that, 30 minutes. Of course, they're gonna go more convenience.
But what I'm saying is she thinks one of it tastes funny. Like kids don't have any issues eating candy, right? They're not picky when it comes to eating candy. They'll eat sour heads, all kind of stuff.
Maybe they taste, Brandon. Maybe she don't have enough experience in life, Brandon.
But or
I hated spinach.
Me too, as a kid, yeah, for sure.
And now I at least eat it.
Yeah, Brussels sprouts, same kind of stuff. Like I get that as a kid, but did you ever turn down candy? Like, I think it's something in the candy or the sugar that is triggering our brain. We don't care what it tastes like, as long as it has that familiarity where it's sweet and it hits that spot for us.
Yeah, dope head. That's all that
There
is.
you go, right?
Yeah. I did a post. I ate some high fructose corn syrup this week. It was the #1 ingredient. I hit it. Damn, I got a little high, a little bit.
Right. I think you were saying you cut it out for a long period of time and then reintroduced it in your system. Is that what you were saying?
No, I've been trying to eat more healthy stuff.
Okay.
So when you do that, it's anything that comes in a package usually ain't healthy. So if you try to eat more healthy, anything that came in the bottle, you try to stay away from.
Gotcha.
I needed some barbecue sauce.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Barbecue sauce.
Yeah. Man, that made me feel funny right here, and the taste right here. I was like, man, hold on, what the?
Yeah.
It was like medicine, but it was like sweet medicine.
Yeah. And that's how they kind of try to throw it off. It make it sweet, so it's like, okay, it tastes good, but it's something off. But if you don't know, are you a connoisseur of good barbecue sauce?
No, I'm not.
Okay. I think he's gonna say it, but
how the hell I did a connoisseur?
You've made your own barbecue sauce though, right?
One or twice in my life.
Okay, but you compare that one to the one you had the other day, the store-bought one with the high fruit corn syrup in it. It just something tastes a little off. But if you don't know, you're gonna think it's normal.
Correct. Like I like McDoubles. Why? It brings back memories. Strip club, strip for the strip club. Get 2 of them for $2. And also, I like the process, the artificial taste you have.
It does have right. A familiarity taste. You're like, this is McDonald's. I know what this is. This is how the McDonald's burgers taste.
And then I got my fries on top of it. They hot. They got that salt on there. Yeah. So that's why that's the only thing I buy there, and maybe some chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
And
go ahead.
Sundays, and they quit making them good 10 years ago.
Have corn syrup. This is a really common ingredient in ultra-processed foods, including bread. It's super sweet. It can be used to mask the more chemical flavors of an ultra-processed food after it's been broken down and had so many things added to it.
Brandon, you just said that, Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon's saying, see, look at this. Brandon is one of them Buffalo Soldier dudes. you know, he one of those Buffalo Soldiers, but somehow in his natural mind, on a random topic, he described in a sentence what she just said.
Yeah,
that corn syrup, that sweetness covers up,
right?
A lot of things, and you like,
and that's what
sweet, like something else,
right? But that's how they messing us up. But go ahead.
And I tasted that for the first time, besides like fast food, but the first time in a barbecue sauce. I tasted the fakeness.
Yeah, right.
And Brandon said it, and she just repeated it, people.
Right.
Shelf stable. One of the health effects of corn syrup is that it's a high fructose type of sweetener, and it means that your liver has to work harder to break it down than, say, glucose.
And I think that's how I lost weight, people. This destroys your. Okay, what do your liver do, brother?
I can't really. Does it filter stuff out for your body? Is that what the main function?
It filters toxins.
Okay.
Also, it burns fat.
Okay.
Also, it increases your metabolism.
Okay.
If you have a fatty liver or have a lot of chemicals in it, your liver can't do those things properly.
Right.
So if your liver get clogged up with all the chemicals, your metabolism may go down, right?
And your weight is gonna go up.
There you go. Yeah. So you see how this stuff will hurt you?
Yeah.
Like Me and Brad have been on this channel for 3 years. I ain't do nothing different. But only thing I said, don't eat nothing till 10 o'clock. And monitor trying to eat 2 meals a day. If you do snack, snack on healthy shit. I was healthy shit all day long.
Yeah.
Peanuts, fruit, banana. I'm doing this all day long, Brandon.
Right.
For months. But somehow, if I left the toxins alone and this, the weight came down.
Yeah.
The weight
crazy.
Came down.
Yeah. Yeah, because you got your liver working overtime, it's stressed out, and it can't do what it needs to do. So, like you say, your metabolism is going to fall all the way down, and your weight is going to just either stay at where it is or it's going to get worse. So, that's a perfect example. And it's funny. Like I said, we do shows like this where it's super informative. Like it's a lot of this stuff people kind of know, but just hearing it and how people go over it, like it's no way we should be eating this stuff at the rate that we are. But what do people want to watch? They want to watch dance videos, or they want to watch whatever other content that they're hooked on. But this is what's most important, because when we're getting older, when you're in your 40s, when you're in your 50s, your health is all you have, and you want to prolong your life as long as you can, and the quality of your life. So stuff
quality
like this
is the main one too.
Yeah. Stuff like this is so invaluable. But like I said, we got to get our people focused back on what really matters.
That can put you at risk of fatty liver disease, as well as the risks of just consuming a lot of sugar. If you consume a lot of sugar, you're at a higher risk of diabetes, inflammation, heart disease, obesity, and all of the classic things that are associated.
Got my A1C check this past Friday. You see this?
Yeah. That was the first stick. The
first shit, she had to take five damn the long ones.
Yeah.
See what I told the doctor? I said, doctor, I want my feet back. All right.
You said it just like that.
Yeah. I said, my back is doing all right. I want my feet back. You know, I want normal people feet again. He said, okay, let me check with this. Check me for the diabetes. I got my results. I was kind of nervous. I said, damn, I've been fucking had that movie night, leftover candy. I ate all that motherfucker.
And like I said, we talked about it. You'll be good as long as candy and that kind of stuff is not in the house, because you won't buy it. But if it's around you, you'll finish it off.
I checked my number today. I had to wait and see. Procrastinate. I waited 1 or 2. I waited 1 day, people. All right. I procrastinated 1 day because I was scared. All right. But after 1 day, you got to step up like a man and just take the results. So I looked it up. A1C like 4.8. So I'm in the normal range, and I'm on the low side of the norm. I said, there you go. I said, ain't God good.
Right.
All those damn sweet patches I be eating.
But like I said, I can see that you've consciously been making better decisions as far as what you're eating health wise, and it's been paying off. Like I said, you sent me a picture of I guess we did that a year ago, and the difference how you look when we did our show versus now.
That's about 2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years ago. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm getting back to 2022 look.
Okay.
But yeah, so that what it is. See, Brandon think I'm so macho, man. I be scared. I waited 1 day. Yeah. So,
I think that's normal. Like I say, you want the results, but you're like, shoot, am I ready for the results? Because if it's good, okay, but if it's bad, then what's the next step? So that's something to dread. But you did the right thing. A lot of men don't go to the doctor. I said I gotta set me an appointment because it's been long enough. I haven't had a checkup in a while, so I need to try to get me a checkup and see how my blood work is. Because I always say I'm pretty healthy, but it's only one way to really find out. You have to see what your numbers are looking like and what's your blood looking like. So,
and make sure you get the PSA. Yeah, obviously, that's another thing I gotta tackle.
The blood work PSA, but right,
I don't know who to do. I think doctors don't want to do that no more, Bernie.
Yeah. So what's the other alternative? Because I know, I used to work at a lab. You can do the PSA blood work, and it'll give you some numbers whether you're.
But that may be too late, Brandon. Who knows that thing gonna be? Who knows? This one, death, life, life. PSA gonna do that.
No, you're right, and that's something that's important and plaguing a lot of people. So.
And in PSA, if you really think about it, it'll tell you it's too late. Time the numbers go off.
Right. Right.
Yeah, when the numbers spike on you. But this is a health channel, people. Wellness.
Associated with high sugar diet. Another common ingredient used is acetic acid. This is an antimicrobial that's used to prevent mold from growing or to prevent the bread from going off or going stale quicker. It's a vinegar.
Now, what your liver got to do with that, brother? You think your liver could take that out?
Chemical? That's man-made? Not really. I mean, it could do it, but it's not doing it in God's creation. Like God made an organ to work a certain way. Like it's struggling to get this stuff out of us and through us. And cancer may be part of the result of doing this, or obesity, or any of those other things.
Acid in your bread. And what's the 3 ingredients of bread, brother?
Water, flour, and yeast.
There you go.
That can be used in other types of food production. Acetic acid is not dangerous to human health in the amounts that are used in store-bought bread, but it is part of this perfect storm of chemicals that are used to make bread last way longer than it naturally would. Then we have calcium carbonate. This is a dough conditioner, which is used to improve texture and shelf life of ultra-processed bread. So on its own, calcium carbonate is not that bad for you, and in fact, it can be good for you. The issue with calcium carbonate in ultra-processed bread is that it's making something inherently unhealthy quite enticing. Another common sweetener in ultra-processed bread is molasses. This is something which is quite popular with home bakers too. It's a sweetener that has a low glycemic index, so in theory it would be healthier for you than a refined sugar. It can still spike your blood sugar, especially if it's used in an ultra-processed bread that you're naturally going to eat a lot of. Ultra-processed food drives people to eat more of it. Another ingredient that you will see on
ultra-processed food drive people to eat more.
I feel that. I did that today. Go ahead.
Today, Brandon said, "Shit, Jack in the Box got Jack in the Box got something on sale. What is Jack in the Box? 1 o'clock. Him and his daughter up there spending their $26 in Jack in the Box.
Yeah. On nothing. But go ahead.
Eat the food, driving back. By 3:45, his daughter talking about I'm hungry again.
You're right. There you go. Yeah.
What just happened?
Nothing. Your body burned it off, but there's no nutrients in the food. There's no real substance in that kind of food. So you eat it, you get full, but sooner or later your mind is gonna be like, I need some more. And it's what she's saying is because of the chemicals. The chemicals will tell you just had this processed food. Get some more processed food.
Correct. Sweetness with a hint of salt will have deers licking their ass off with the damn forests, brother.
Right, dope.
They're animals. They're animals. And you the same way, brother. Right, for sure. Sweetness with a little hint of salt.
Right.
You'll be, let me get what's sweet tonight? Let me get something a little sweet.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I ate this morning just 3 slices of bread just because I ate one. I was like, damn, that was pretty good. Went in and got another one. I was like, well, let me just get one more slice of bread. But something in my mind was telling me I need some more of that. Then there was the sugar. It was the sugar in the bread.
In the 1950s, this woman said 30% of America's diet was bread. And in 2025, Brandon ate 3 slices of bread at the house. What restaurant you went to, Brandon?
What you mean, today or yesterday?
Yesterday.
Oh, we got some from Mission Barbecue, the beef brisket.
Okay, what did you get?
Just brisket and fries. We just got brisket and
fries,
fries,
bread, processed bread, and he had some bread to go with. You had the brisket by itself.
I had the fries, the brisket, and
did you make a sandwich?
Some black beans. No, I ain't make no sandwich. Well, no, I did eat some rolls. We made some rolls too. I had some
you see
30%
of Brennan's intake was that bread.
Right.
And that bread that's got sprayed with chemicals.
Right.
Huh?
So does the bread need to say it's organic, or like what labeling should we be looking for on bread? No, because it's just all the bread.
Huh? You look at your ass. If it look nasty, it's probably healthy for you.
Or hard, like you say, if it's hard bread.
Yeah, if you need a knife to cut it, it's probably healthy for you.
That's funny. That's true though.
Yeah. How many chemicals these things? Look at all these chemicals on here. She ain't
for bread.
Basically, every label of store-bought bread is ascorbic acid. This is a type of vitamin C, which sounds great. The issue with ascorbic acid is that it's used in the manufacturing process as a flour treatment to fortify the dough against a rather aggressive manufacturing process. So it means that we can toss this dough around and slam it against machines and pulverize it in a way that's quite unnatural unless you have all of these ingredients inserted into it.
Now look at this, Brandon. Here's a trick on you. What's vitamin C good for, Brandon?
What's vitamin C good for? I don't know. I mean, vitamin C is good for your body. It gives you energy in a way, like it. I don't know what you mean. Go ahead.
Vitamin C, I think people use that for the immune system.
Okay.
It goes good on the immune system. So they could put on the package, this bread is loaded with vitamin C.
Yeah.
But what was the reason they put vitamin C in the bread, Brandon?
So they can toss the dough around and it can be bumping around with people's hands and just all kind of stuff, and it'll be okay.
So is that profit over health?
Yes, for sure.
But they dressed it up in a pretty little bowl and presented it like they was giving you something.
Right.
Nah, they want to be able to drop that bread on the floor and pick it back up.
There you go, right. Or leave it out, a little longer than it should be, and it'll still be okay because you got the chemicals in there.
Yeah.
Preservative.
Emulsifying everything. Don't it? When you have a mimosa, don't it bubbles up?
Yeah.
So that should keep everything loose and bubbly.
Right.
Used in store-bought bread is L-cysteine hydrochloride.
And I've seen this on labels.
From duck feathers or human hair.
Oh, wow.
It's an amino acid which is used to prolong shelf life and also enhance the flavor of processed foods. The FDA says that this is actually safe for human health, but it is widely regarded as just gross. You also have bleach, which is added to the bread to make it look whiter. So this can be done by adding chlorine dioxide gas to the flour
wrong with us.
before it reaches the manufacturing plant. We also have azodicarbonamide, which is used as a bleach and as a foam expander to give bread a fluffier feel. This is an ingredient that's also used in vinyl flooring and yoga mats to give it a squishy feel. The FDA says that it's safe to use in small amounts, but the EU and Australia...
Hold on, Brett. How many loaves of bread you ate today?
I had 3 slices early today. And I finished off, we did some more rolls. So I had a lot of bread today. So I had a lot.
Bouncing. So your ass
it was bouncing. Yeah.
So your ass gonna be bouncing today on that bounce they put it in there.
Right. And to think about the slices of bread that I got, it's really soft. You could tear it, like it's really soft, like they're saying. I'm just thinking about the chemicals and what they've done to it to make it that way. Sweet. Woo. Like I said, I had 1 slice. I said I gotta have another slice. I didn't even have anything with it.
You get a whole whitey laid out, right? Brandon take that bread he got, wrap that thing what's that spray foam you got with the dude spray it turns into rubber?
I don't know what do you mean?
Sprayer Flex or something.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name of it, but I know
bread wrapped around the fish like Sprayer Flex. That's a bread like all these chemicals, pull it apart. Bread,
yeah, and it's good. It's just not good for you. Yeah,
that's what I'm bread.
Right. All that sugar is triggered my mind to like that and want that.
Every time Brad pick up a biscuit, he think it's a cloud. He's biting into a cloud and gay shit like that.
No, you're right. You're right. I don't know if you've seen interviews where people from other countries, it's been some rappers, they'll say, I don't even eat this bread because y'all bread is too sweet. Like it turns them off. They don't even want to fool with a lot of our products just because over in there in the UK or wherever, their bread, their products aren't laced with all this stuff like ours is. And we wonder why we have high obesity rates or just a lot of kids with ADHD and, behavioral issues. Like it's hard to function as a regular human when you got all this stuff in you.
Kick it back to the old school. Get you some heavy whipping cream. Get you some white lily flour and make your own biscuits.
Yeah.
Or get you some buttermilk. Get you some flour. A little salt, a little baking soda.
Yeah.
And make you some biscuits at the house.
People not doing that.
Now, your biscuits would just have a tenth of the chemicals. It's still gonna have them in there.
Yeah,
but you'll have a tenth. You won't have a whole collection.
What have you made biscuits lately? Like, when's the last time you made biscuits? Because I made some from scratch. I made some from scratch and did a video long time ago. But when I made it, I tried to use, this is when I was vegan and I was using cleaner ingredients. So when I made it, but I wasn't using anything, I just was using using alkaline. Use alkaline. Okay, well, I think I did use vegan butter. So that technically,
in the package, right?
Technically, that's not. But hear me out. I'm just saying the biscuit doesn't taste the same like Church's biscuit or a Hardee's biscuit. It just tastes regular. It just tastes plain. You can add flavor to it, and you can add different things to it, but that's the issue. Like we have a lot of sugar and chemicals in our food.
The issue is, he said he made a vegan biscuit. Think it's supposed to taste like Crisco, Crisco biscuit. Man, you know it ain't gonna taste like that. Ain't no Brandon making a gluten-free biscuit. It's gonna taste good. And blame it on the biscuit.
It wasn't bad, but my point is, it's a whole different experience. It just tastes like clean bread, so it don't have the. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but my brain was like something. This is not what I'm expecting. So you get what I'm saying? Like how you put it, it's funny.
Between Bojangles biscuits and homemade biscuits. Bojangles biscuits, a big booty butt popping on the screen. Homemade biscuits, booty, your face popping. You can't touch. That's
okay.
So, brother, which one you ready to have?
The one that I could touch at home.
Oh, okay. There you go. So both of them will get. Hey, ooh, look at that! Ooh, but one is a little better.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it's got a little more. Is the depth in flavors?
Right.
Taste is better. Yeah, and it'll make you want to eat 1,000
again.
All right, Brad, we coming out, man. You got to go. It's too late for you anyway. Your daughter's
probably not
sleep.
Yeah, I know, right? You want to wrap it? We can go ahead and finish it. I mean, it is. We ain't
finished this shit. It's over. What else on here?
Disagree. Azodicarbonamide has been banned as a food additive for years due to concerns that a byproduct can be cancerous. Of course, you have preservatives to prolong shelf life, so that could be calcium propionate. Fats are used in a store-bought loaf for volume and fluffiness and shelf stability. Look on your label for something like mono or diglycerides. That's made from soybeans and other oils to give it that kind of fluffiness and also to help it last a little longer. Let's take a look at these breads. First, we have Wonder Bread, iconic packaging. So this even
That's it. Wonder Bread. I like Wonder Bread. You know,
I've had it before. But you know what? Like I say about our channel, we talk about healthy. You talked about oils, different oils too, because a lot of people think, oh, if I use this oil, it's healthier, it's better for me. But in the long run, it's not necessarily healthier, right? It's still something that's not natural we're putting in our body.
I did read an article today. They said vegetable-based oils are still better. Highly processed, still better than fat-based oils.
Okay.
That was an article this week.
Let me ask you one more question real quick. It's the UFL. The UFL is going on. Are you watching any of UFL?
Is that football?
Yeah, it's football. They got
I
like a couple teams.
I said it came off the damn TV in the back. You ain't no came on the motherfucker.
Okay, just checking. I saw it came on today. I said, let me watch a little bit of that. It wasn't bad. It was nobody in the stands, you know. I think The Rock has stake in it and in a team, and you know, just one of those things. But that's it.
Well, you know what's going on, man. Y'all guys save some. Don't do nothing. Be out here buying no guns. You know,
so don't buy guns right now.
Nope, don't buy guns. Don't buy Hennessy. Buy some E&J if you gotta buy.
What about stocks? Stocks are kind of going down right now. Do you think that's a good idea purchasing some stock in a company or some of these companies?
Watch this. I didn't purchase this stock, not on automatic purchase in many, many, many weeks. People. Okay. So I actually sold stocks this year.
Okay.
And they ain't getting all my damn money. I'm telling you, motherfuckers. These are my long-term stock. Right. I did this before.
So it's best to save your money. Just put it away. And try to be resourceful with your funds.
That's why I do now. See what's going on, because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to happen. See, these companies, they may start paying the tariff. Brennan, if the tariff go in effect, if they say it go effect tomorrow, should prices rise tomorrow?
They might not rise the next day, but they will rise.
How long? Well, I bet some companies may bump it right up.
Yeah, they could. Right. They could, but I think in like a couple of days you should see their face, because like if a tariff is in place, you're instantly losing money. So however much you was charged.
No, not necessarily.
Okay, but go ahead. Okay, I get what you're saying, but
they got 60 days of cars on inventory already in America.
That's true.
So if they raise tariffs, those cars
you still got your cars. I got you. But whenever the next time you purchase, you know, you're gonna feel the effects. So that's a good point.
Maybe I don't know, but tariffs are gonna make these companies even more richer. Cause they could say 20%, but they go really gonna charge you 26%.
And us as consumers, for the most part, we're gonna buy anyway. Like we see the economy is going a certain way, but we're gonna try to buy. They're gonna make the payments where it sounds a little okay. We can stretch them out, and we're gonna do it.
No, you got two options, Brandon. You can buy or steal. So it's a ratio. People.
Well, that's happening too, for sure.
In a good economy, 80% of people buy, 20% of people steal. In a bad economy, it may drop to 60% of people buy
and
40% of people steal.
Yeah.
So people still gonna buy and people still gonna steal. It's just that ratio is gonna change.
Yeah. The only difference is you're gonna be in 4K stealing, because you know they got the cameras. People don't, like I say, people don't even. I think we talked about it. People not even wearing no mask, huh? Go ahead.
Man, you gotta do white people skill. You still on these computers, you know. That's how you get. You know, you got a skill. You get laid. The government pay your severance check for 6 months. But you start another job in another state. People both.
And that's what people do.
You know, ain't nobody gonna know. But guess what? When you do your taxes the following year, people, what's it, 1099 or W-4? They don't like to see 2 different states. They see 2 different states. They go.
There's a red flag.
There you go.
I got you.
But
well,
you can't work past the bus station. So when they gonna know about 2 states?
Huh? And I was supposed to ask you something on this live, but we'll do a show during the weekend and we'll go over that. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, share our content. I can't say it for some reason. And we'll see you around. You want to say anything before we get out of here?
Nah, that's it.
All right, y'all take care.